The Brisbane bus tour for property investors is coming up soon, and it's a great way for property investors to find out what they need to know about one of Australia's most compelling capital city markets. We call it the Property Seminar with Wheels because we take people out on a bus and we spend a day driving around the highlights as we see them of the Brisbane market, showing them the areas, the infrastructure, the markets that we think people should be aware of. So why a bus tour? Because we think it's the best way to conduct a property seminar, as opposed to having people sitting in rows, having people like me speaking at them and showing them slides on the screen. We think it's far better to take people out and actually show them the things that we think they need to know about in this Brisbane market, and why Brisbane is worthy of consideration for property investors right now, and in particular, where in the Brisbane metropolitan area property investors should be interested. We think the timing is excellent because most of the negatives that were afflicting real estate in the early part of 2019 have been dealt with. The federal election, which always is a brake on decision making, that's gone. The Labor Party's unhelpful negative gearing policy, which was causing so much concern, that's gone. The APRA restrictions, some of the restrictions that they applied to the lending market, which made it more difficult for people to get finance, that's also on the way out. Interest rates have been reduced, and all of a sudden, real estate media is a lot more positive than it was in the early part of 2019. So against that background, we think that the Brisbane market offers a lot right now. It has rising population. Southeast Queensland is now the number one location in Australia for interstate migration figures. The infrastructure spend is being increased. Brisbane offers a high level of affordability relative to the bigger cities in Australia. The rental yields are much better, and there are good prospects now for growth in those markets. And some sections of the Brisbane market are already rising, contrary to those generalised figures that are published in media saying Brisbane prices are up 1% or 2% or maybe down 1%. When you delve a little bit deeper, as we do with our regular analysis, suburb by suburb, we find that there are many precincts in Brisbane that are doing much better than that and have great growth drivers in place, proximity to jobs nodes, good infrastructure, new things coming up, and we want to take you out and show you all that. So we'll start in a particular venue where we'll have a short presentation, then we'll get on the bus and we'll go out and start looking at the key areas around Brisbane, the key infrastructure that's going to influence property markets, the markets that are rising, the ones we think will rise going forward, where the major jobs nodes are that influence the choices that tenants and home buyers make in terms of where they might buy. All of that, we think it's just so much better to take you out and show you. Also give you the chance on the bus to talk to other investors like yourself who may have experiences that are useful to you. We often find that the best value that people get in a day like this is actually talking to each other, as well as, of course, listening to me, because I'll be doing commentary on the bus and at the various places that we will stop and look at examples of markets, infrastructure and other events worthy of note in that market. So the Brisbane bus tour coming up soon. Urge you to get a ticket because we're limited in numbers by the number of people we can fill onto a bus in comfort. We expect the available places to fill up pretty quickly. So don't delay, get yourself a ticket and come on board. We've done these tours in the past and we've got really strong positive reviews from all the people who have participated in the ones we've done previously. So look forward to seeing you there, the Brisbane bus tour coming up soon.